Hi, this is Sonia with Artsy Solutions, and today I want to show you how I made some of these mixed media leaf clusters. And I made them for a design team project that I'm starting on for Bakers and Crafters of Etsy. And that's Felicia. She also has a YouTube channel where baking and crafting meet. And I'll have a link in the description to both her YouTube channel and her Etsy shop. And the name of the kit that I'm using is Fall for Autumn. So I decided I wanted to make some leaves and stuff and make clusters. And I'm using her digital along with the leaves that I made. So I'm just going to show you a few examples. Now, these are the mixed media leaves that I made. Basically, I just die cut them, some of them out, and just added different mediums and stuff like that on there. And I'll show you the process in just a moment. But I wanted to incorporate some of her digital in here so you could see like how to use it and stuff like that. So I'm making a fall journal, and some of these are going to go in there. So whenever I create or make a journal, I like to go ahead and get my ephemera and stuff first. I don't know why I like to do that. And then from that, I like to build my pages and my pockets, tucks, whatever, you know, things like that. So yeah, here's some of the clusters that I made. And I really love how these leaves turned out with that mixed media on there. And I use a variety of mixed media, and you'll see in just a moment. But here are a few more of the leaves that I didn't use, but I did play around with, you know. So these are all die cuts, obviously. Some of them I did a little doodling on, and then others I just kind of left plain, because I'm going to be using these leaves in other projects as well. But yeah, that's how I do. Whenever I'm starting a project, I don't know why I do that. I'll just mass make like a bunch of stuff, and then I'll start on the project. I don't know why I do that, but I just do. But yeah, so let me go ahead and show you how I made it. Okay, so today we're going to be using several different dyes, and because I'm trying to get my leaves and things together. We've got the Spring Greenery. This one's by Sizzix, Tim Holtz. And then we have another Sizzix, Thinlits. We're going to be using some of them. And then I've got some of these dyes that came from, oh, where did I get these? I want to say, I don't know. I'll put it up in the description when I think of the name of Craspire. That's where it came from. Craspire. So, and we have some leaves in here that we can use. We have some of these leaves. I may do a few, I don't know, but by Momenta. These are very intricate, so I don't know. I might limit how many I do of those because, like I said, they're very intricate. And then we've got some Sizzix Bigz. Well, this is Stampin' Up. This is Tim Holtz. And this one is, let's see, Autumn Accents. And then this one is Tattered Leaves. So we're just going to go ahead and get started cutting. And I just have some random scrap papers that I went on ahead and set aside so that we could go ahead and get to it. And no rhyme or reason, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to fold this. Let's see. Because you know, with these Bigz dies, you can double it up. So, well, this isn't quite as wide. I don't want to mess it up. So I'm just going to cut this down. You can use your paper trimmer, but I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and cut it to the size of this die so that we can go ahead and get those cut out. And I'm just going to randomly just start die cutting. I've also decided that I'm going to do a little bit of embossing, and I'm going to use a variety of like different embossing folders. We've got this Darice Embossing Essentials tree, and then we have Mechanics by Tim Holtz 3D Embossing. We have 3D Texture Fade. Because with fall, I still like to have like metallic things, rusted stuff, so that can go along with it. And then we've got this, let's see, this Texture Fades Plaid. Of course, Plaid is definitely one of the staples of fall. And then we've got this fall set. You have like your leaves, and then you have like a little scenery right here. So, but we're just going to be making clusters, so I may do the one with the leaves, but I might hold off on these two for another project, because I'm mainly going to be doing clusters today. So I'm going to go ahead and emboss some of these, and then I'll be right back. And for the record, I'm just going to take some of these die cut negatives, and I'm going to actually run them through the embossing folder. And we can add bits and pieces of these to the clusters. So that's a good way of using your scraps. Okay, so I got them cut out. I'm not going to use every single last one of them, but I just wanted to have like a variety of leaves and stuff. And basically I just took some scrap papers and then just die cut them, you know, different shapes, stuff like that. And so here's some here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of focus on the bigger ones, some of the bigger size leaves. And I've done this before, but I'm going to do it, it's going to be slightly different this time. Because I do want to leave some like solid colors, and because you don't want to have too many, you need like solid pattern, you know, you don't want it to be too busy or whatever. Anyway, so I'm just going to take a few of these, not even a whole lot. I'm not going to like overdo it. Well, I'm trying not to anyway, so I'm going to try not to overdo it because I know myself. But yeah, we're just going to do a few leaves here and there, because I want to save some for other projects too. So, like I said, I'm gonna try. And a lot of these were just cut out from old packaging and stuff like that. And I actually like that color, so I'm probably not even gonna mess with that. Some of these, actually, the ones that's got the patterns on them, I think I'm gonna leave those because I like that pattern. Yeah, I think I'll probably, now this, well, I like this side. Some of it is a bit, now this is too busy, so we can do something with those. That's kind of cute. We'll leave that one. All right, so Let me just get a note. I'm going to try and get at least 2 of the same shape. Maybe 3 or whatever. Anyway, so let's just, for time's sake, let's move this out of the way. And I'm going to do some embossing. I'm going to take my Posca marker and I'm going to go across some, we're going to draw some veins. And, you know, just get creative with these leaves. And then I'm getting ready to stress around the edges, of course. And then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to play in some embossing powders today. And gosh, I've had these for years. I don't know why, I just hardly ever use them. I guess I wasn't sure. And I don't know why. I usually don't even fool with purple because this is not my favorite color at all. But it is cute, especially in the fall. And actually, it's right about now, it comes in handy. These are some great fall colors. But I just, in general, throughout the year, you probably won't see me use these colors ever. Well, except for spring, because I do like that color in the spring. But, yeah, I'm just going to kind of use stuff that I haven't really used in a while. I just got this because it was on clearance for $5 compared to $13.99. This is some clear transparent, it's ultra thick embossing powder. Typically you'll see me use my super fine, the opposite. But I think I'm gonna play in a little bit of it. Just use some stuff that I hardly ever use because your stuff can go bad, you know. And I do use these. These are my embossing enamel powders. I do use these a lot. And I also use these quite a few. I've ran out of my blue, but I still got a little bit. Definitely going to use my yellow, red, and brown because, I mean, obviously this is fall. So as a matter of fact, let me get a towel. And I'm only going to spritz a few of them because, like I said, I want to have some solid colors, leaves, and I want to have some that have, like, texture and stuff like that on it. So, like, this right here has already got a pattern. This has already got a pattern. I kind of want to leave these as is, so I might not emboss those. And the things that I do emboss, I'm not going to emboss the whole leaf. It'll probably just be, like, bits of the leaf. Well, I might have a whole one that I'll emboss. I might do that one and this one. Yeah. But as far as the big ones, I'm just going to put some shapes on there using my Ranger Emboss It pens. But first, the ones that I do want to spritz, I guess I can spritz these right here. And if I need to, I can always get more, you know, out from the ones that I haven't done. So I might do some more stuff off camera and then I'll show you my clusters. But anyway, so let me get my towel. And then I'm just going to spritz some of these with different fall colors. I should do like most people do and just get a box. That way I can just spray some mixed media on there and then don't have to worry about it going all over the place. But yeah, I don't do the smartest things when I'm crafting. So this is Bakers and Crafters Yellow. And this is from the Sweets by Felicia, or Baking and Crafting. Bakers and Crafters. And so let me see. Here's the red. I love this. All of these colors are like gorgeous. But you don't need a little bit. Now we got some brown. Okay. Where I put that lid. Anyway, so, okay, so we've got that. And it's not going to take too long to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and set these back here. And then we're going to take, but I do want to make sure that I completely dry those before I do my embossing. So let me take the heat gun to it and dry these right quick. Okay, so I think I'm just going to start with purple. I'm just going to randomly pick a color. And I'm going to just like maybe put some circles. So these came out pretty cool, I think. You know, it's amazing how you can just add your own pattern, create your own patterns, you know, with your little lines and your circles, you know. And so they have a hint of the purple. All right, so we're going to put these over here with these other ones. Then we're going to do something with these. And I think I'm going to use, we'll use this, what is this? I can't see. I really need glasses. Is that Signature? Oh, anyway, I can't tell what color that is. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to use black. And I will do the line on this one. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of these, like different shaped ones. I think I'm gonna leave that one as is. But like some of your bigger ones. And I'm going to add some texture paste to some. These are too small, I think, to add texture paste to. So we're just going to leave those alone. But like the smaller leaves and the acorns, stuff like that. I do want to add some texture paste to those. And it's just so we have a variety of different stuff. So I'm going to distress these, and then we're going to use some grit paste, Snowfall. Even though it is Snowfall, we're still going to do something different with that. We'll use these two for now, and then I think I'm going to play with this distress glaze and see what I can come up with. Okay, so now I got all these distressed, and I'm just going to take some broken china and some peeled paint distress oxide ink pads, and slide that over. I'm gonna wet the surface. I'm almost out of this one. This ain't really coming out. You can tell I love blue. I've used it more than any color. Anyway, where did I just, oh, here it is. I'm just going to spritz the water. Spritz the oxide inks. And we're just going to dip these down in there. Some of them. Just to pick up some of that color. Okay, so these are pretty much dry, sorta, but I cheated. Of course, I used a heating tool, but you get much better results if you just let them air dry, but you can still get some reasonable results if you're impatient like me and you just take the heating tool to it. Okay, so now we're going to play in some of these alcoholic inks. Okay, and so now I've decided I'm just going to take my black Posca marker and I'm just going around the edges of each one of the leaves just to kind of make it a little bit more pronounced. And I've already done all of those. So, so now we basically have our leaves. And here's what some of them look like. And we can get ready to, here's my little acorn, one of the acorns. And so, yeah, we can get ready to start making our clusters and stuff. And I do this because I like to have a variety of shades of stuff. Like you have your really dark colors of leaves, and then you have some that they have colors in them, but they're not like overwhelmingly dark. They contrast and complement each other. And then we have our light ones. So, yeah, so when we go to make our clusters, it should be easy peasy. So I went on ahead because, like I said, I'm going to be using the leaves, and then I'm going to be, I've got some fabrics, and I've already kind of gathered some of what I want to use. These are just like little snippets and whatnot. And a lot of these, like this one, I think this one, this one, this one. Some of these are from last year, that from what I received from my Defember swap partner, Michelle Garnto. I've still got like stuff like that left over. So I'm going to use some of these because of the colors that are in here are going to be perfect for some of these clusters. And then we've got a piece of a doily, some tulle, muslin. I think this was a pair of my white jeans that I used with my Scrappy 8. I cut those up from the November Scrappy 8 challenge. And then I've got some just scrap, you know, I don't need pink. And then I've got this with the letter, cheesecloth, you know, just different stuff. So we have different fabrics to go with our leaves. We've got the digital kit that I'm going to be using for my clusters. Now this is part of the kit from the Sweets by Felicia. This is her Fall for Autumn kit. And I went on ahead and I cut out the ephemera. And we're going to be using that with these clusters. And I'll have a link in the description for her Etsy shop if you were interested in this digital. And it's because I'm starting on her, I'm going to make a journal for the design team project. And I've already got the pages already printed out, but I just haven't, we're in the process of making stuff. So we've got that. And then I've also went on ahead for our clusters. We've got some little bits and bobs that we can use. We've got some page borders. We've got some braille paper, embossed papers. And these are the ones that I embossed from the die cut negatives and stuff. So we've got all that. And then, hold on. We've got, let's see. I could just take little bits and pieces of scraps and tear them up. Like I have like a vintage book page or catalog. We have like dictionary page, vintage work basket. This is a piece of a vintage newspaper. Just some scraps from different things. And this is from my last project. This is fabric that I can also use that was coffee dyed. And then we've got some coffee dyed paper from my last project where I just messed up on that project a lot. So I'm just going to use some of the scrap papers from there. And then I'm just going to tear some of these up and we're going to get started. And I'm just going to put some music on. I'm going to fast forward through and let's go ahead and get with it. Okay, so I finally finished, and here are the end results. I just added different layers, and I also did some stitching. So I like how they turned out. I think they turned out pretty good. So I'm probably going to just add these to the journal, and I'm not real sure. I'm definitely going to make some ephemera and stuff out of it, like some other ephemera to add these to, maybe to some tags or something. I'm not real sure yet, but I think these turned out really cute. All the grungy colors, they turned out pretty good using that mixed media and all that stuff like that. It's really fun. I do love fall, and I love, this is the one time I can use like colors that I typically don't use, like those purples and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this, and I'm glad I got to use some of my embossing powders and things that's been sitting in the cabinet for a while. So yeah, I really do like how these leaves turned out. So here they all are. And I'm going to be making like a series of videos as I'm making this journal. So this is just part 1. So I'll try to have, my goal is to at least have 1 to 2 videos of this process per week. So we'll see what happens with my work schedule. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos, blog, and social media sites. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching.